Hello, folks. I thought today we'd do a little, unboxing and also a little discussion. I know a lot of people, that purchase the DJI drones, of course, they're almost impossible to find in the U.S. now, at least through regular channels. And so a lot of people have gone to purchase from eBay sellers from Asia, mostly South Korea, but also Japan and China. And with that, a lot of people have, concerns. A lot of people are afraid of eBay. A lot of people are afraid of buying internationally from, basically just, I won't even say small companies. These people selling these could just be, a couple guys working out of their basement or whatever, reselling this stuff. So anyhow, I just want to break down some of the concerns. I bought mine from South Korea, a store called K-Wave, which they seem to sell a lot of DJI products on there. So other people have used K-Wave. And the experience went well. You make the purchase. My case, I'm paying through PayPal. So you got the not only insurance of eBay, because if a product doesn't show up at your door, eBay's tracking it. They'll, if it doesn't make it, they'll refund you the money. And then, of course, if you have products beyond that, you can go through PayPal. But anyhow, that being said, these products arrived in a timely fashion. This product arrived in, about 5 days, and it was ordered around the holidays, Thanksgiving holiday. So that makes any difference to people over there or whatever, not from Santa. But it took, less than a week to get here. And of course, what we know in the U.S. Right now, as of this is like December 4th, 2025, there is no drone ban right now. DJI could be put in the cover list after the 23rd of this month in December, which would, not allow them to get any more feature products registered with the FCC here. But as of right now, there is no drone ban law written, but there is a shadow drone ban where the people at the customs departments stop packages that are coming from DJI. And typically when DJI sends you a package, it has a DJI return label, of course, on the address label, and also usually maybe a DJI logo in a box. So they're easily able to spot and pulled, so you do not get them. But when you buy from a seller from eBay, like this here, this comes in a plain brown box here, with no markings of any type, just the address here. This came from FedEx. This yellow label here, I think some sort of an international label here. It came, from China to Alaska, I think to New York, and then here. So this is the product here is the little DJI Neo 2 drone. So I'm going to try to get it in thing here. So anyhow, so it's a plain brown box. There's no markings of DJI any type. The return address here on this label is just the return address of the seller, which has nothing to do with DJI, of course. So okay, so here they have I've already cut the thing open here. So they have a plain brown box, and inside that plain brown box, there's another plain brown box. I've already cut this loose. It was sealed when I first got it. So plain brown box. This has no markings of any type on it. And I guess this is a second layer in front of the other box there. So maybe if they're even using some kind of equipment, they cannot see what the product is. And also on the customs forum, which I could see online, they do not list it as a DJI drone. They list it as some kind of a toy robot. So that maybe help with some of the tariffs and fees. Now, I did not have to pay any tariffs or fees on this. It even said when I purchased it, that was covered by the seller. All fees. There would be he said no additional charges would be brought. I think it was like a $25 or $30 shipping fee on that. But within that fee, that covered whatever the tariffs were. For at least for me. So no other people. I've purchased drones where I've had to pay like a tariff fee, kind of on delivery. Actually, you get the thing like the day before, or 2 days before, and then you pay it online or whatever. But anyhow, that happened this time, as was stated by the seller. So okay, so now inside this plain brown box, we have the Neo 2 in bubble wrap here, heavily bubble wrapped, I'm going to say. And people have reported this. You get a like some kind of international converter thing here. I don't know for what country, but You know, kind of funny here because this drone doesn't even come, you'll see it in a minute here and do the unboxing. It doesn't even come with a power plug or anything like that, but here is what's going to be a useless adapter for me. And it looks like on the bottom of the box they have, you know, actually I said it was from K-Wave, but here they have the DW logo here, so I don't know if K-Wave is somehow related to DW drones, which they have sold a lot of products too. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting here. Yeah, so maybe they purchased it from DW drones. Maybe K-Wave's a reseller. I have no idea, just all speculating here. So again, this came inside two brown boxes here. Get this out of the way here. So then we have, again, it's very well packaged, shrink wrapped here. This is the first time you're looking at it. I've cut the box open, but I haven't, you know, got this far yet. So get this off of here. So they do a good job with the packaging. Now, right away, I noticed that it doesn't seem like this is sealed. You know, usually these drones come, you know, with plastic wrap seal. But this doesn't seem to be the case here. But I see that it's still not open. As you can see here, here's that DJI pull tab. So maybe this did not come in any shrink wrap because, of course, you wouldn't be able to do this, you know, if the shrink wrap had been pulled. So maybe this didn't come with shrink wrap. So let me pull this off here. And we'll put that to the side here. All right, so this is the bundle that comes with the drone, the controller, you know, that special module there that doesn't come. If you buy just the drone alone or the drone and 3 batteries, you do not get that module. And that module allows this drone to work with the controller, in this case, the RC N3. And, you know, it works also with the motion and FPV controllers, as well as with the RC2. Works with, you know, several different controllers, which I'm not going to go all over here. But it comes with the RC3. And this is the battery combo too. So let's open this up here. Okay, let's go with a little wider shot here. All right, so let's see here. See if I can pull this up now that I took that piece off. Okay, there we go. So this is kind of what the boxing looked like in the last couple of drones, at least the Mini 5 Pro, where it tells you what the scan is with a smartphone to pick up the app and everything like that, get the Fly app and watch some tutorials and yada, yada, yada. Okay. So here's like two kind of pull things here. Okay, so we pull a top layer out here, and underneath we see the drone. So let's get that drone out right away. So it's got those antennas on here, which is, you know, maybe one of the downsides of it, but I'll lift it out by the bag, and then that's it. You just see the, you know, the little silicone gel here and the bottom cutouts to keep the drone secure. So let's put that over here now. Okay, so here's the drone itself here with the antennas. There's the gimbal in the front there. The prop guard is built in. There's, you know, some of the new things, like this is the screen that shows you what modes you're in. I think this is the LiDAR sensor. That's it over there. And it's got a battery in it. There's the bottom side. But this has much more sensors than the other one. This sensor, sensors in front. So a big sensor up here. So this has optical avoidance, but the other one relied on just the guards for optical avoidance. And I like the fact that, see how it sticks out here? Show you this direction here. So this kind of provides you a little bump protection to the front of the camera, these screens up here and so on. So I like that. These antennas here, you know, kind of flexible, not like hard plastic, but they still look like they may break if they wrong impact. So let's see, push the button here. It has a little bit of storage charge on it here, and the gimbal thing comes off like this. There's your camera here, and there's a 2-axis gimbal this time rather than 1-axis gimbal on the Neo 1. So yeah, we'll get this thing charged up here. Here's some buttons along the bottom here. The 2 buttons here and a button over here. We'll figure out what all they do later. Here's how you charge it. If you're going to charge a battery in the drone here, the little USB-C port there. And yeah, we already showed you this up top. This is how you get the battery out here, the 2 things on the side here. They're pretty good. There's the battery, small battery. Doesn't seem much bigger than the Neo 1 battery. Put it back in again. guess you put it this way in first. There we go. That's not too bad to get back in again. I heard a lot of people don't like this little gimbal guard on here, so we'll mess with that later on. Okay, we're going to put the drone in the background now and see what comes in the little accessory box here. Let's just figure out how to get it open here. I think up here would be the place to start. Yeah. Okay, here's some extra propellers right off the top here. 2 extra propellers. Doesn't seem like you get a full set here, which is unusual. Here's your RCN3 controller here. I know a lot of people have seen this. It's already, I already hit the button. It's already got a little storage charge too. So let me figure out how to get this plastic bag open here. I'm pulling this out because some people, they never had a drone before, they've never seen this. So there's a basic controller. You have your sticks, which are down here. You pull them out from the bottom. You screw them in. And there's, I'm going to do the other one. There's your mode button, your modes there, sport mode, city mode, standard mode. There's your return to home land button, your power button, your function button. This one, your camera control button. This pulls up here. You put your phone up top here. Here's 2 video button here. Here's the scroll wheel dial to control your gimbal. Here's your up there. Can you see these cords? There's your USB-C cord to plug into your phone. I saw another cord already in the box. You probably get a lightning cable if you have an older iPhone. So yeah, basic control, but good controller. I believe all this works on the AccuForce sync system, especially when you're using that module here. If you don't use that module, you don't have the 04, and it limits your range and also limits what you can use to control the drone with. Okay, what do we got here? Here is a USB-C to USB-C cable here. I'm not going to pull that out too much. You've all seen the cable. Here's your battery hub here. I'm going to open this up if I can. Okay, you get 3 batteries, 1 in the drone and 2 batteries here. And there's where you charge all 3 at the same time. I think you charge all 3. I don't know if you charge all 3 at the same time, but we'll find out. There's the USB-C, where you plug your power into it. There's kind of an on-off button, function button. And that's it. Well, hold on. We get, here's that USB-C, the lightning cable I told you about if you have an older iPhone. And there's all your documents and paperwork and stickers and whatnot or whatever. So I'm not going to open all that because stuff's hard to get back in again. Okay, so that's a quick and dirty unboxing of the DJI Neo 2, an explanation, more importantly, what you can expect when you order from resellers over in Asia, in this case, South Korea, what to expect or whatever. So, I mean, it's a good experience. These people, this seller reached out to me several times, let me know the drone was coming, let me know what day it was going to arrive. When it got close, like I knew the day it came on the 3rd. I knew on the 2nd I was coming on the 3rd by that night. And yeah, so FedEx delivered it. It said on the, I think it said the thing that I had to sign for it, but unfortunately I wasn't here that day and they left it anyways. They kind of, stuck it behind like something on a porch, so it was kind of out of sight. So that was, very cool by FedEx. So yeah, all in all, I can't complain at all. The only downside about ordering, these drones from, I'll say South Korea, just because that's what I did here. You're not able to get the Care Refresh program from DJI, which we haven't been able to get in the last couple drones in the U.S. And if you're not in the U.S., you sure can still get it. And even getting the 1-year standard warranty is hard to get enforced because I think that only applies to the country where the drone was purchased. Some people say so. Anyhow, and if you need a replacement drone in the U.S. For these newer drones, they probably can't get it sent to you because they'll get stopped coming in by the customs people. So it's a complicated thing here. So that's all. Not going to get into too much of that right here. It's always a tough conversation. So okay, I don't know if this is going to be a standalone video or I'll put this as part of a bigger video. But if not, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you got anything out of the video, and subscribe to the channel for more stuff on the Neo 2 and other drones and DJI drones, and yeah, don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I pop a new video up. And yeah, I'll probably link another video up top that you know relate to this video that you can go watch. You know, so I'm not going to say goodbye here. I'm going to say I'll see you at that next video.